fit in boxes in your categories. You won't find real or the next us. The chosen one might get it tatted on me.
I was talking to you before, and you just came from Boston, right?
Yes, yes.
How has, headlining your first tour been going for you? It's incredible. You're also working with Row Ransom as well.
Yep. Yeah, it's been incredible. We were in Boston last night. We sold it out.
Nice.
We have a show tomorrow at the Gramercy in New York City, and I'm really excited about that. So
It's your first New York
it's
show.
This is my first ever headlining tour ever. So yeah, it's been incredible.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
And I want to talk about your new album as well.
Okay.
Your tour is about your new album.
Yeah.
I Could Not Plan for This.
I could not plan this. Yep.
Yeah. And, I just think that the album is very powerful. It speaks volumes. And you convey a lot of emotion in your lyrics and your bars. And what I like about you as a rapper is that you tell stories. You tell stories about heartbreak. You tell stories about loss and having hope in the face of struggle. Mm-hmm. So I have a few songs I would love to talk to you about.
Okay.
That's okay.
Yeah. We can do that.
Yeah, in particular, in Blood in the Water and Numb.
Okay.
It's apparent that you have a strong opinion about rap, modern rap, and how it's kind of become a bit vain and superficial, and a lot of rappers, I guess, are turning into like mumble rap, and I just want to get more of your thoughts on that.
Yeah, my thoughts on that are just, I think everybody, to each their own, everybody can do their own thing. I just think that when it comes to art and on an artistic value, I feel like people should be putting more effort into the art that they make. So that's where my thoughts are on that. I feel like that as artists, we should be putting more time and more effort into the art and bringing more to the table and doing things to push the envelope and try to be different and try, and put our passion and everything into it. And I feel like a lot of music has turned into more business-based, and let's just churn it out and let's just make money off this, and that's where it comes from. But to each their own. If that's what you like, then that's what you like. But that's, I specifically, or I personally, I take it very seriously, and I put a lot of passion and a lot of effort into everything that I do. So.
Nice. Yeah.
And in Numb and some of your songs, people seem to draw some comparisons to Eminem. And, Eminem, he rapped about very personal problems too. He had top songs like Stan or When I'm Gone. And, now we don't hear about rappers, I guess, being so vulnerable like you guys, I feel like.
Yeah.
And I'm just... I guess this ties in with what you were saying. Like, do you think rappers should bring more meaningful messages to their audience?
I'm not here to tell rappers what to do. I'm here to just carry myself how I carry myself, and that's what I do specifically. I'm here to tell my story, and I'm here to hopefully be different. And I think what makes me different is the fact that I'm so vulnerable in my music, and that's what I do, and that's what I'll keep doing. And if people want to do that, then they can do that. But that's what I do. So.
Do you see like a movement happening with that?
I do actually. I can tell people are starving for music that has substance again.
Good.
It feels like. I can just talk about my own fans, and I think that that's what they really relate to. If you go to a show of ours, every single person is singing every single word from every single song off the album, and it just came out.
How does that feel when you see like?
It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's cool when I'm in my bedroom and I'm writing songs and I'm recording them in my closet, and then I go out to Toronto and we have a sold out show in Toronto, and I see, you know, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people singing every single word. And when I'm writing it and I'm recording it, I don't really think about that, you know. I'm like, oh, I hope people like this.
Yeah, people are rapping back your stories too.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And
what's cool.
you know what's
Yeah.
amazing is I also see, like, I check out YouTube and I see all these comments of people having similar experiences, or
Right.
just like having reaction videos to
Yeah,
some of your
yeah.
songs too.
For sure, and that's incredible that it's able to make a response out of, or somebody, you know, feels that powerful, and the song is that powerful enough for them to respond to it or make an entire video about one of the songs. So, yeah.
Yeah, and one song that really stands out to me in particular is and I believe this was like your most difficult song to write. You even say it in your lyrics, Last Letter.
Yes, for sure.
And you've been singing that every night, right? And
Yes.
I
Yes.
was like, I'm amazed at that because, you know, I can also relate to it too. Like, my dad was like diagnosed with cancer too, like this year. And so,
Sorry.
yeah. And so I was just wondering, does it feel like ever like emotionally difficult to sing it again and again, you know?
Yeah, it's not easy.
Uh-huh.
It's probably like the hardest song that I have to perform every night. But the whole concept of the song is to have everybody singing the words, and like, you know, metaphorically, if everybody, you know, if I can get everybody in the world listening to this song at the same time, maybe it transcends where we are here. And if I didn't play the song, I felt like I would be doing a disservice to the song, and it's not easy to do, and I often choke up when I'm performing it, but it's one of the most incredible parts of the set. I feel like when I look out and I see an entire crowd of people, you know, crying. And
That's like the therapy.
crying
part
in
of it,
not
right?
a bad way, in a good way, where music, words are able to touch, or words are able to, you know, reach somebody
On a
and
deeper level.
on a deeper level, and
Yeah.
it's not just like, here, let's dance to this, and I'm not taking anything from it. It's obviously resonating with people, and so it's one of the most special moments of the
Yeah,
the set,
and you even
so.
kept the crying, like you teared up in the track and everything. And
Yeah.
were you like
Kept it-
afraid to at first to like put that out, or was that?
I don't know. I thought about it for a second, but I'm very just like I'm very, you know, vulnerable and very raw, and it was what it was. You know, that's how it was when I was writing it, and I wasn't like, I'm not worried about like what people think about me. So I'm writing a song about something that means that much to me, and that's the reality of the situation. Like, I'm not scared to say, yeah, like, it makes me tear up, and and that happened to me. So that's the reality situation, and that's the reality of the song. So that's why it is what it is.
And I got a few questions from faithful listeners.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
who texted me.
Wow, nice.
And someone asked, how do you think hip-hop today is influencing our up-and-coming generations?
How do I think hip-hop today? I mean, I don't know. It depends on what hip-hop you're listening to. There's a lot of different music out there like mine that is not on the radio, and you kind of have to search for it. And if I know I inspire people, and I'm sure people are inspired by whatever they listen to. And
There are different subgenres. Like,
yeah, there's a lot. And whatever you're listening to is what you're probably going to be inspired by. So,
So, I don't know if you want to play a game live. I hope I'm not embarrassing you too much
no,
right
you're
now.
good. Yeah.
Or I'm not putting you in the hot seat, but it's called Cards Against Humanity, and you said you haven't played it before,
No, I have
right?
I've never actually played it. No.
Okay, so I'll explain the rules to you.
Okay, cool.
So you're gonna get, okay, so the black cards
Yep.
here are base cards. Okay. So I'm going to face them down, and whoever goes first is going to pick it and then put it out, and we're all going to see it.
Okay.
And then we're going to pick 5 cards here each. I think it's 5 cards, or 6. Do you guys know?
It's 5.
It's 5. Gotcha. It's 5. So I'm going to pick 5. And we can't show each other, so you pick 5.
Oh, I pick 5?
Yeah, you pick 5.
And I don't look at them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no, you look at them.
Oh, okay.
But you don't show any of
else.
us. Yeah.
Okay.
And you pick 5, because we can't just do 2 players.
Right. Okay, now this is the second time I've played Cards Against Humanity. So.
Sorry, I don't have a real deck on me, so.
Oh, man.
Okay. So I'm gonna make you pick the base card.
Okay.
So pick it and then just put it out. You could pick any card in the pile if you want. And okay, so you're gonna determine which one. We're gonna put down a white card with this to answer that question, and you're gonna determine which one's the funniest one.
Oh, geez.
And then to add to that, possibly I'm gonna. If you're comfortable enough, I would love to know if you could freestyle to it. Just to add an extra twist to this.
I don't know about that, but I'll definitely
Okay.
play.
If not, it's fine. If not, it's fine.
I don't know if I have any cards that
What's
make
the
any
question?
sense.
So the question for the listeners is, what's the crustiest?
Mine's not going to be good. I don't have any good cards for that. Okay, Colin.
He put his license.
There you go.
That's a good one.
Yikes.
Oh yeah, I have to put it face down.
I feel bad. This isn't going to be funny at all.
I feel like we need more players for that.
I feel like I got some cards that I'm going, oh no.
Just do it. Just do it.
Oh man. Okay.
What do I do?
This is my first time playing Cards Against Humanity on air, so I'm kind of improvising this.
Oh jeez.
I don't know,
I
man.
don't know. I'm just going to put this one because I don't have any good ones. So.
Okay. So, oh wait, he doesn't put because he's determining. So he can read it anyway. So read it all together
Read them all?
with the question, and then the answer.
So what's the crustiest? And Stephen Hawking talking dirty. Racially biased SAT
You guys
questions,
determine, actually.
and then crippling debt.
So what was the funniest for you guys? We have a whole audience here.
Stephen Hawking's one. Yeah.
Stephen Hawking.
That was mine.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So that's 1 point. Want to do one more round and then we'll call it off?
Okay. Yeah.
I mean it, okay, I'm the meanest, yeah. A gift and a curse to feel everything oh so deep. It got me in my feelings, yeah. Said the same motherfucker hating on me last week. I've been running around and sitting, no patience.